Channel, my dearest, I need you to hear me out, even though I know it's hard, especially because of the things I've done in the past. I never thought I would say this, but there is something I have to confess. I know that by now, you probably feel that you've heard enough of my excuses or apologies. But this time, I need to speak from the heart without any distractions, without any defenses, and without any barriers. It's been eating me up inside, and I can no longer keep it to myself. What I did was wrong, and I have to say it. I know I hurt you deeply, and for that, I'm sorry. I understand if you're angry or if you feel betrayed, and I don't expect you to forgive me immediately or at all, but I need you to listen to me until the very end. I know this may be difficult for you to read, and I understand if you don't want to hear me out. You might not even want to listen to me at all, but I'm asking you, as humbly as I can, to read these words and hear my plea. I know it won't erase what's happened, and I don't expect it to, but it's the only way I know how to express what I'm feeling and what I've been struggling with. Please understand that I am not asking for forgiveness as a way to absolve myself of guilt. I'm asking for a chance to speak my truth, no matter how hard or uncomfortable it might be. What I did, what I said, how I acted, it was wrong, and I can never take that back. I know that I caused you pain, and I deeply regret the hurt I inflicted on you. You deserve better than that. You deserved someone who saw you, understood you, and truly valued you from the start. But I failed you. I let you down in ways I never should have, and for that, I am truly sorry. The hurt I caused isn't something I can undo, but please, know that I feel it with every fiber of my being. It's something that haunts me, and it always will. But I need you to know, from the depths of my heart, that I regret my actions and would give anything to undo the damage I've done. I'm not asking you to forgive and forget. I'm not asking you to erase the past or let me off the hook. I'm not asking you to pretend it didn't happen. I know that's unrealistic. What I'm asking for is a moment. A moment where you can put aside your feelings about me, your judgments, your hurt, and just listen. That's all I'm asking for. I understand if you're unable to do that, but I hope that, even for a brief moment, you'll give me a chance to explain myself and try to convey how truly sorry I am. This isn't about making excuses. It's about acknowledging what I did, taking responsibility for it, and trying to make things right in whatever way I can. It's hard for me to admit this, but I've realized that what I did wasn't just a mistake. It was a failure to recognize what was truly important in my life. I see that now, and it hurts to know that I let the most important things slip through my fingers. I'm not trying to claim that it's easy to change or that I expect you to just forgive me because I'm sorry now. That's not what this is about. I know that I have to work hard to prove that I'm genuinely sorry and that I'm capable of being better. But I need you to know that I am sorry and I am not proud of what I've done. And no matter what happens from here, I will carry the weight of my actions with me for the rest of my life. I understand if you're angry, if you feel hurt, or if you've made the decision that you can't trust me anymore. I don't expect you to just let me back in without question or hesitation. I would never ask that of you, but I'm asking you to please hear me out, to give me a chance to explain myself, to give me the opportunity to express the depth of my regret and my desire to make things right, even if that means taking small steps, even if it takes time, and even if I don't fully know how to do it. I just want you to know that I'm trying. There's something else I need to share with you, something that might surprise you. Even though I've said that I didn't want anything to do with you, the truth is that I've been struggling. I've been struggling with the reality of life without you, and it's been harder than I ever imagined. At night, when I'm alone with my thoughts, it's like the silence magnifies the emptiness I feel. The stillness of the night only makes the absence of you more apparent. And I realize now, more than ever, how much I miss you. I miss having you by my side, especially when everything around me is quiet, when everyone else is asleep, and it's just me in the dark. That's when the weight of your absence hits me the hardest. And I never thought I would admit this, but it's the truth. I miss having you beside me at night. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect to feel this way, but I do. I never thought I would be here, writing these words. But here I am, hoping that somehow you'll hear me out. I want to explain something to you, something that's been on my mind. Last night, I did something that might seem strange, but I felt the need to share it with you. I went back to our memories, those moments we shared that meant so much to me. I know I can't turn back time, and I can't change the past, but I allowed myself to close my eyes and relive those moments. I imagined you beside me like we used to be. I pictured you there in the quiet, breathing softly, as if you were really there. And for a while, it felt like you were. It felt like you were with me again, even though I knew you weren't. I know it might sound foolish or desperate, but in that moment, it was the only way I could bring you close to me. In my mind, at least, you were there. And in that brief moment, I was able to experience the comfort of your presence once again. I didn't do this to stir up the past, but because I needed it. I needed to remember what it felt like when we were together, when everything felt right. Even though it was just in my imagination, I allowed myself to feel the warmth of your presence. And for that short time, I didn't feel so alone. I share this with you not to dwell on what we've lost, but to show you the impact you've had on me. I want you to know that even though we're apart, the memories of you are still so vivid in my mind. They bring me comfort, even if it's bittersweet. I needed to tell you this because I don't want you to think that I've forgotten you or moved on easily. I haven't. I've been holding on to the memories of us because, in a way, they're all I have left. And last night, I found a small bit of solace in them. But I can't live in the past. I know that. I have to face reality. And the reality is that I lost something incredibly precious. I lost you. And that's something I'll never be able to fully reconcile with. I've been thinking a lot about my choices and what led to this point. I've been thinking about how I chose something that I thought was more valuable, something that seemed brighter, only to realize that it was fleeting. It was nothing compared to what I already had. I went after something that glittered like gold, but what I didn't realize was that I already had the most precious thing in my life. I had a diamond in my hands, and I let it slip away. I got caught up in what I thought I wanted, but now I see that I was wrong. I chased after things that seemed important, but in the end, they were nothing more than small, insignificant stones. They held no real value. And now, I'm left with the painful knowledge that I lost the one thing that mattered most to me. You were that diamond, and I was foolish enough to let it go. I can't undo what's been done. I can't change the past, but I can learn from my mistakes. I can grow from this experience, and I can try to be better. I want you to know that I'm trying. I don't know if it's too late for us, and I don't know if I can ever fully make up for what I've done, but I'm going to try. I will spend the rest of my life trying to make things right, if you'll let me. I don't know what the future holds, but I do know that I will always carry the regret of losing you with me. I miss you. I miss us. And I am sorry for everything I did. Please, if you can find it in your heart to forgive me, even a little bit, I would be forever grateful. I know it won't be easy, and I don't expect it to be, but I am asking for a chance to prove that I can do better. I love you, and I always will.